This is another one of my pickups, and this time it's a book, and it's called the Diabetes Handbook, and it's Understanding and Manage Type 1 and Type 2 Diabetes. Now, I'm not sure if most people know I'm Type 2 diabetes, and that's the one where you have to take the tablets to control it, and obviously Type 1, you have to inject yourself with insulin. Now, I thought I'd get this book, obviously, because one, it used to be $12.99, and then it was $6.99, and then now it's £3 in the sale. So I thought, I thought I'd pick it up. Maybe it might help in me managing my diabetes, even though I've had it for years. Now, what I like about this book, it says the Diabetes Handbook provides clear and a simple diet, fitness lifestyle, and medical advice. For support, you need to live life to the full with Type 1 or Type 2 diabetes, what the condition is, what to look out for, straightforward, realistic suggestions on healthy eating, exercise, detailed practical information on everyday situations and how to avoid complications of diabetes, how to get support and stay motivated. And also it says here, with a full colour illustrations, diagrams and step-by-step sequences, the Diabetes Handbook will help anyone manage life diabetes successfully. Now, again, as I said, over the years I've been trying to control it with trying to eat more healthier, and also with the medication as well, and exercising. Now, when I first found out that I had diabetes, I found out the hard way that I had it, because I was passing out and feeling dizzy. And then when I first had it, I was diagnosed with it, I was told I was borderline, so they were trying to monitor whether or not to put me on medication. And then eventually I was put on medication for Type 2 diabetes, and then after that it seemed to be stabilising. After, I don't know what happened, but I got worse, so they ended up doubling my medication. But what I found a little bit disappointing when I was diagnosed with Type 2 diabetes is that they really didn't tell me anything on how to control it, diet, the side effects of diabetes. For example, obviously you have to go to the loo a lot more. When it's hot, it can actually affect you as well, and you have to make sure that you eat enough. Otherwise, if you pass out, you can go into a diabetic coma, as they call it. So most of the stuff that I found out about the stuff to do with diabetes, the pros and cons. Well, there's no pros of it actually. It's mostly cons. I basically either had to learn from my mum, who also is Type 2, but also friends of mine who had it, or I had to research it myself. But my doctors and the nurses, they really never kind of informed me of the stuff, the changes that diabetes does to you, like being thirsty and all these other things. And it can also affect your mental health because it changes the chemical imbalance in your body. So all these things, I either had to find the hard way, or it's again, people told me, or I had to read up on it myself. Now, with a book like this obviously will definitely help. We'll have a quick look. Obviously, it says here, Injecting Insulin. Obviously, this is for people who are Type 1. Because I know some people have it in their arm, or some people get it done in their stomach. And then what I have to do is I've got like a little machine where you inject the thing pricks your arm, and then you get the strip, and then you put it into the meter, and that tells you if your sugar level is too high or too low. So that I got, or I've had for ages. Obviously, this says Adjusting Insulin Dose. Again, this is probably for Type 1 diabetes. Some people you can do it in your leg, or some people can do it in your stomach, as I said. I didn't even know, apparently there's different types of insulin, which I didn't even know about. Yeah, this is the thing that I use, where you inject the thing. You can see here where you can test your blood. I mean, that's the strips that the blood goes in there, and then you put it into the machine. Like so, my one's similar to these two, and obviously you get the reading of your blood. I mean, I've always a little pinprick. I mean, right, you kind of get used to it after a while. So there's one chapter there, managing your blood glucose. What to expect when you're first diagnosed. As it says here, a diagnosis of diabetes can affect your life in many ways. It may affect you emotionally and will also practically affect on your everyday lives. As you learn to manage your condition, you'll have various medical checks to meet a range of health professionals and receive a great deal of advice and information to adjust to life diabetes. So again, what people don't tell you is it can change. It can actually affect your mood, so it can heighten depression. Also, if you've got other health problems, what diabetes does is it actually amplifies whatever health problems that you already have. Again, I didn't know this, so I had to find it the hard way and do the research myself. You can also have things like stomach cramp. Now, there are ways you can. Some people have been able to reverse type 2 diabetes. If that's possible. Also, this tells you the symptoms. It says here, the symptoms of type 1 and type 2 diabetes are similar, but they tend to come on suddenly in type 1 and develop gradually into type 2. To check whether your symptoms mean you have diabetes, it's important to have them checked by a doctor or a definite diagnosis. Yeah, that's what happened to me. It says a common symptom of diabetes is feeling thirsty all the time due to your kidneys producing a large amount of watery urine to filter out the excess glucose from your blood. Also, another thing I found at the hard way is that if you eat a lot of carbohydrates, if your body hasn't got any, you're not eating any sugar, what your body does is it converts the carbohydrates to, I think it's glucose or fructose, which is a form of sugar. So then that's why some people don't end up getting rid of them. The sugar level doesn't drop. As you can see here, that's in type 2 diabetes, the most common form of the condition. Your pancreas produces some insulin, but either in insufficient amounts or your body cells are resistant to its action. As a result, your cells receive too little glucose and your blood glucose level rises too high. So that's me. I'm type 2, and as again, what I like, and that's to see type 1. In this diabetes, your pancreas may not produce any insulin. As a result, your body cells cannot absorb glucose. Your body glucose levels rises unchecked, and your cells are deprived of their primary energy source, leading to symptoms such as fatigue, passing large amounts of urine, and weight loss. So yeah, that can happen. So obviously you've got a chapter here, what is diabetes, and again, have a quick flip through here. You've got the activity, so you've got lots of how to lose weight. You've got lots of things there, fat and proteins, vitamins and minerals, eating and drinking and being active. And you've got a lot of stuff here. Other diabetes medication. If you have type D, you most likely be treated with not insulin medication, which is what I have to have. And then you've got all the stuff here. So yeah, I mean, even obviously, I suppose this book was $12.99. I would say even at £6, I would still say that's more than half price. I would say, I mean, even at that price, I would say it's worth it. I mean, if you want to be informed about diabetes, whether it's type 1 or type 2, and as again, sometimes I know it can be difficult for some people who have books where they've got the stuff on diabetes and it's maybe a black and white pages. With this, it's full colour and gloss, so it makes it much more easier to read and to go through, so it's very straightforward. And again, I got this for £3. I got this from this bookshop called it's called The Works. So as soon as I saw it at £3, I put myself, right, definitely going to get it. So I definitely will be going through this, and maybe hopefully this might help me and educate me more on diabetes. So yeah, if you have diabetes, or maybe you know somebody, your friend or family member, I mean, I would say it's well worth. I would recommend, from what my quick look at this, I would say it's definitely worth it, because you got a chapter here on carbohydrates and fiber. Carbohydrates are essential energy source for the body. They can have a sufficient effect on blood glucose levels. Fiber can also affect blood glucose levels because it has an impact on how quickly carbohydrates are absorbed. So again, if it's all fully colour and made straightforward to understand and broken down, so you understand the information that's being given to you here. So yeah, I mean, as I said before, I mean, I really looking forward to going through this and learning more and educate myself with diabetes. So yeah, I would recommend this, and especially at this cheap price. Anyway, I hope this has been informative and helped people who possibly have type 1 or type 2 diabetes. So anyway, feel free to share or like this video and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Take care, bye for now, and stay safe.